When I first played Cyberpunk, my brother and I got into an argument over how to improve the frame rate. I said the best way to do it was to put it into 720p and then to turn off all the display settings and then to turn some of the audio off. Not not the I think it was like the effects audio or something. If you end up doing that, you end up getting NPCs with dialogue, but when you're loading, you don't end up getting audio. And it worked okay. It didn't work great, but it wasn't actually that bad. And the main thing was is that I didn't want to stop playing on very hard mode, and very hard mode just makes the game completely unplayable. There are these cyber hackers that just just arbitrarily hack you and you're dead. They just sort of wish it and it happens. And it kind of reminds me of like the Meltdown security patch and how you just read from memory. And again, that exploit um, takes a long time to do or something. But um, anyway, computers got a lot slower as a result. I don't really know. I just if it weren't for that hacking mechanic in the game would be a lot better, a hell of a lot better. Um, the update for the RPG mechanics, I don't know what they were before. Um, I notice now that I'm going into some meetings and they're telling me the controls for shooting and reloading and hitting enemies. Apparently, that's not part of it. That would have been cool if it was, if you could actually kill, um, bad guys that you meet in the story, um, while you're in a meeting with them or something. Um, I guess the choices don't matter the way they do in Mass Effect. However, I'm deeply engrossed in the story, which I was the whole time. Jackie Wells is a very interesting character. Female V is a very interesting character. Um, it was just the cyber hacking part was just terrible, and my brother didn't like the game because of the frame rate, which I didn't really mind. But on PS5, um, it actually plays really well. I'm using the ray trace mode because I don't know, I've never seen ray tracing before, and it looks pretty good. Um, I think you need HDR for that. But anyway, it's got a nice picture. It's probably just because of the HDR, but um, I really am enjoying playing it. Also, I'm not sure I would want the extra performance mode just because. Well, I mean, it runs kind of iffy, you know. If there was any game that was meant to be on the PS5, it is Cyberpunk. I mean, they designed a game that needed all the resources of the PS4, and so they sort of ported backwards in a way. when it couldn't run on the PS4, it just runs on the PS5 now. How that ended up happening, I don't know, but essentially a game that runs on both PS4 and PS5, and I can kind of say it's just a PS5 game is what it is, which is actually pretty cool. Um, I've gone through some story missions, and they're fairly interesting. Um, the story is very bleak. It's very sad. Um, don't want to get into it too much, but you don't really feel like you're winning in Cyberpunk. But it's a very gripping story, and I really enjoyed it. I haven't beaten the game quite yet. I've only there are let's see, there are three story paths, right? So I've only beaten one of them. Anyway, I've really enjoyed the game. And I think you should give Cyberpunk a second look. It's a really good game.